a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken about the 12. Nifty move. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3 down, 3 down! No, check, Patriot!
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Given 3 on the run there, now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, Lucky 56!
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory with a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that? Range. That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Set! 3-19! 3-19! I got one! Jack! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Twist! Over!
They go play action here. First down. And his first pass is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
The throw here on 2nd and 10. From the left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Gun!
He'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gets a pickup of 4 to bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Double tight. Hey. We got three. Three down. Bang, 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 bang.
Action going left on second down. And maybe the wrong lead there as he's going to go down immediately.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders,
All right, now,
if
lucky
they get a free
56.
shot at the
Lucky
QB,
56.
they want to take it. They want to take it big.
They got it on the action play for the Bucs. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set for possible field goal attempt if he decides to go that route.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Move. Detroit! Detroit!
Flushed out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go now.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
We got 3 down.
They'll gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Gun! Gun!
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown. Extra point away from taking the lead. And it's the Bears who are over to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that as it progresses. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Watch it now, Barney!
Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
Down,
you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, good move. And some room to move now. Oh, and now he pulls him And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's how they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Detroit! Detroit!
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
By the guys on the defensive side of the ball, held him to a game or two.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Four down! Alert!
Hurry up! Now they'll run it on the pass. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right there! All day, baby!
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gun! 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 We got 4. Hurry up! Here we go!
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit! Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? Gun! 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 Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Gun! 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 We taking wins home. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Being chased out left.
6 man.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able
now
to
let's go.
accurately throw the
Green
football
39.
for a nice first down.
Green 39.
Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for now.
It's too bad, isn't it? Don't feel pretty good about it. When people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steelers.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Two times. Hey. 4 down. 4 down.
Throw now, first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it run. It's caught inside the 25.
Leopard!
They're going to have this in a great spot way down.
Gun!
Gun!
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket
Over,
because they knew he was pretty dangerous.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
assigned a 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Even. 4 down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Man moving. You got to get that.
Detroit. Detroit.
7.
First and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to work it before he was planted in the backfield. Charles, this was the 27th ranked rushing attack coming in. That play sort of shows why.
Yeah, and I have to admit that I'm a little bit surprised because they have talent on the line. They've got talent in the backfield, but for whatever reason, they can't mesh it together and make progress.
Moves back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal
4 down.
here.
4 down.
Here we go now. 3
Switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun. Gun.
Heavy.
Hot.
They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's having a nice little first half. Carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they're starting to do so.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike 40.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. It's a closure game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say. You just can't do it. It can cost your team.
Now, let's go. 319. 319.
Now he's forced out left. Powers through. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. with third down coming up.
No, not at all.
Leopard!
You know what else you do?
Leopard!
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You
Detroit!
got to cash in and get some
Detroit!
points.
Over!
You can't block me.
Third long, they look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Breaks a tackle. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Detroit!
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Get to the line here, but remember, it's also a 3rd down. Jackson now. Quick hitch complete. It's in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely. And that's the first target. This is the first catch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Overload. 34. Eyes on 34.
No. Check. Patriot.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And just keep trying, but so far...
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's over 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Detroit!
42.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Fighting off the defender. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going. as he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Over!
They're trying to start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got 19.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw down for the final play. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
Now let's go!
change
Green
things up a little
39!
bit.
Green
Change your tendencies,
39!
try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do
All right,
just
now, lucky
that.
56! Lucky 56! Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The second half starts with a kick by Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
40's the mark.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his
tighten
left.
up.
Now he's going to let it go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get it down on the plate at the 37. Give him
Leopard!
10 yards on the
Leopard!
pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a
Back
few
down in that
inches
penalty!
here.
Here we go!
And again, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action. Sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And after that completion, you
Detroit!
can understand
Detroit!
why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed and defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers.
Detroit!
Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job
Gun,
there to force
gun!
an incompletion.
Gun, gun!
They've been very
Detroit!
cohesive,
Detroit!
knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been able to
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's game because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff. But still, a lot of guys to account for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
For Pittsburgh, there's another first down. Set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Yo, Trip is here, baby.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now it's flushed out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now the Raven defense is going to call the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Leopard!
Hey.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Watch twist.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Watch QB
A
drop.
free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Hut!
And he stopped immediately there.
Leopard!
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with
Black
a
99
third and 2.
Philly, here we go.
Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-good until he had a nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that's going to tie things after the game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You got 3 down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4.
The guy is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job of collapsing on him and holding him to a short game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Here we go
Everyone
now.
happy
Blue
about the
90.
Kicker.
Exactly.
Blue 90.
You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
Gun!
You could have kicked that one through.
Detroit!
So bad.
I don't know about that.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. And a red flag as well. This one's going to be a face mask.
That 3 hours prior to game time or entry to the lot will not be permitted. No refunds will be issued. Please know that at that point, you will be responsible for finding alternative parking.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
4 down.
Hurry up!
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Out of the gun. Flush to his right.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zadarius Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack,
All right, now, lucky
they'll come up
56.
now, 3rd and
Lucky
long.
56.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch that. 50.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up a huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. And the Redskins moving out in front in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Strong right.
And he works free, finding some room at midfield. There goes Alex Collins. A big run there by Collins. 48 yards. Great run there, but looked like they were going to have it for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape,
no gain on the play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He's been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Jackson on second down. And they're going to get him. They'll bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Undercrush.
Third down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
And how many times have we stood on the sideline and a unit comes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half, this is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
All right, here we go.
As they set up to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's a big-time pitching catch over there. Parker, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Detroit!
One thing you're hoping for when you run
Gun!
you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
All right, now,
and you
lucky
can pick up a
56.
lot of
Lucky
yardage after
56.
the catch. But in this situation, the defense
Gun,
was effective,
gun,
able to stop him
gun,
before
gun.
he gets to another speed going.
And a look to throw here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go!
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I'm in my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field
Watch it now, Barney!
strength,
Barney!
power, run the ball behind them. And now what the team is doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Tight right, tight right.
There's the option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, fellas, we got
Well,
3.
they have
Let's
had
go.
success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches
All right, now, lucky
really
56.
don't like their
Lucky
quarterback in the
56.
running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
Defenses been looking to put that on the quarterback.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
It's yours.
There goes on 4th down. It's Jefferson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the offense has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is it...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Single. Hey, watch 11, watch 11.
Now let's go!
Now it looks like this. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Sack City, baby.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
We got 4.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
40.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go, here we go.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Let's get it.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Over, 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 over!
Watch the run. Shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Watch you now, Barney!
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down. Back.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Watch 98 for Mike. Focus.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 for his 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.